much for being here today. I'm just going to do kind of a quick little intro before Sarah gets started. We're going to teach the class in basically 3 portions. We'll do our little intro, just kind of refresher about how we use our oils. 2, we'll talk about, first, when we talk about winter wellness, we're going to come from a place of health. And a big part of that is stress. So we're going to talk about stress first, because it's a little bit of a stressful time of year, maybe, right? Or do y'all just kind of coast through the holidays? I don't know, maybe I need the most stress off. But we're going to talk about stress and ways to combat that first, because a healthy, non-stressed body is going to stay more well than a stressed body. And then we're going to talk about holiday scents and all the fun scents that we smell in the holiday season. And Natalie has some really cool different diffuser blends you can try as you throw away all your plug-ins and all your candles. We've got some diffuser scents to replace that Glade or that Febreze or that Bath & Body Works or whatever. We've got some diffuser things for you. And then I'm going to address as compliantly as I can bacteria, molds, and viruses, and how we can use our oils to address those things as we try to stay well this winter. So, just as a little refresher, most of y'all have your kits and you've been to a class before, but first of all, today we are only talking about Young Living essential oils. So, as far as what we're applying to our bodies topically, what we're adjusting in our bodies internally, and what we're diffusing, can't speak pro or con with any other brands. We're just talking about Young Living today. So that's the part of our disclaimer. The other part is we are not healthcare professionals. We're not intending to diagnose, treat, or prescribe a just system of wellness for you. We are sharing our research, we're sharing what's worked for us, for our families, what's kept us well. And then if you're a part of our team, you should have received something that looks like this. Yours might not have princess stickers on it, and she has little girls, but you should have gotten a book like this, or you should have received an app or another form of reference. And we don't gift these to y'all for them to just sit on your shelf. These are wealths of information. These go more in depth than I'm gonna go today just for time's sake. So if you have these purple books, please look these up. We tried to take some oils and boil it down, other supporting oils that would help in these areas, but we want you to feel comfortable with this book, with your app, and looking these up and going, oh wow, I did not know that this oil came from this place and does this and helps treat this, that, and the other. So please, please, please go home, and all the things we're going to talk about today are in this book. So kind of take the time too for your personal self, your body, your family, and take the time to look at this. Again, we trust Young Living Oils because of the Seed to Seal guarantee that we have. If you've not been to seedtoseal.com, I encourage you to go there. That has footage and video and information about the farms, about the farming practices, 0 chemicals, 0 pesticides, everything. I mean, we were at the farm twice this year and we saw the dang horse and plow. I mean, this is like back to the basic stuff, yet the science with the distillation is top of the line, cutting edge technology that they're using to ensure the quality of the oils. So if you want to look at that, please visit seedtoseal.com. The last thing we're going to talk about too is oil safety. The oils are potent, they are strong, they are distilled to their most basic, strongest nature that they can be. So because of that, some oils are hot to the touch, and you do want to dilute them based on the dilution ratios on the bottle. Every bottle of Young Living oil has suggested dilution ratios. So for example, for Thieves, it says dilute 1 to 4. So if you're applying Thieves topically, you want to dilute 1 drop of Thieves to 4 drops of a carrier oil. Shout out some of our carrier oils. What are they?
Jojoba.
Look at y'all. Jojoba, grapeseed, coconut, avocado, anything that you can find in that fatty, oily aisle in the grocery store. So again, that helps our oils be a little gentler to our skin and spread over a greater area topically. If it still feels a little too sensitive on your skin, add more carrier oil. If you want to go hardcore and put peppermint on your forehead straight, like my sister, you go for it. You know, everybody's a little bit different with their sensitivities. So you're going to have to play with that a little bit, but please, especially with children, pay attention to dilution. Is that about it with our intro?
Yes.
Miss anything? Okay, great. Well, Sarah's going to get going with stress and how it weakens the immune system and ways that we can fortify our bodies to combat stress first.
And this is Allison White. Can we introduce yourself? This is Allison White. I'm Sarah Craig, and this is Natalie's house. That's Natalie Blasey. So now you know who we all are, if you didn't know before. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say that when Allison was talking about these, if you didn't get some sort of reference guide from Join Pep or somebody in Join Pep when you signed up either an app or a book, then let us know and we will get that for you, because that's something that we feel passionately want everybody to have resources at their fingertips. So, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. So if that happens to you, please let somebody know and we will send it to you. Okay, so my notes are on my phone. So I'm not just like hanging out here on Facebook. Okay, so our immune systems are, like Allison said, on massive, like constantly being attacked, I feel like, during this season, during this fall and winter season. And a lot of that has to do with stress. So the first thing that we're going to talk about, that I'm going to talk about, is how stress will affect your immune system. So according to the Mayo Clinic, common effects of stress on your body. This is what happens when you feel stress in your body. Headaches. I mean, I feel like I don't even have to tell you all these because y'all know them, right? Headaches, muscle tension or pain, chest pain, fatigue, a change in sex drive, stomach upset, sleep problems, and weight gain from excess cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Common effects of stress on your mood. That's from your body. From your mood, if you're stressed, a lot of times you feel anxiety or restlessness. You have a lack of motivation or focus, feeling overwhelmed, irritability or anger, sadness or depression. The common effects of stress on your behavior, which I feel like it's one thing when I feel stressed and I physically feel bad and I emotionally feel bad, but then when that behavior starts affecting members underneath my roof, that's a little bit more of a wake-up call to me to try to figure out how I can get stress under control. So, common effects of stress on your behavior include overeating or undereating, angry outbursts, drug or alcohol abuse, tobacco use, social withdrawal, exercising less often. So we're going to talk about some of the oils that can help bring your body back into balance as you're dealing with stress in your everyday life. So I'm going to go through, I'm not going to, like Allison said, we're just for time's sake, I'm not going to completely describe every single word to you, but I'm going to go through my book so that you can see how easy it is to look up oils in your book. So the first one we're going to start with, do you want to pass it around? Will people small or no? Are we going to do that later?
Have them up here.
We're going to have them up here, and we're not going to pass them right this second, but later, please feel free after the class to come up and smell them all, put them on your body. If you really want a sample of something, I brought some drams, and if there's enough of it, I can send you home with a little sample. Okay, so the first one we're going to start with, in the starter kit, there are so many great ones for this. Lavender and frankincense, lemon, and panaway. We're going to start with lavender. So I'm going to look it up in my little book with the singles. Lavender. Okay, so how can we use lavender to help combat stress? It is, sorry guys, we can use it to support respiratory, we can use it to support our body's balancing. It's calming and relaxing and balancing both physically and emotionally. Lavender has been documented to improve concentration and mental acuity. So it's great for anything relaxing and calming. It's like the go-to lavender, use it for everything. So that's the first one. Lemon, you flip over one page and you can find lemon. Lemon is great because it is an immune stimulant. It improves memory. It's relaxing. It is great for your circulatory system and digestive problems, supports your digestive system. So there's a lot of great things that lavender does as well. The next one is frankincense. There's a lot more dead tone than I thought there would be. Okay, frankincense is so great for any kind of mental health difficulties. It is uplifting, it is grounding and stabilizing, it is calming. It is often used, it says immune stimulating right here in the little book. So stimulating your immune system. Well, how do you use these oils? So this could be putting lavender on your chest. This could be putting frankincense on the back of your neck every day. This could be diffusing lemon, lavender and lemon in your diffuser just at your home while you're sleeping, so that you're breathing in things that are relaxing and will bring your body back into balance. So I diffuse things next to our bed every night we sleep, and I diffuse in my girls' rooms too when they sleep. Just depending on what's going on, we'll diffuse different things based on what I think is going on in our family and how we're all feeling. So those are those. Panaway is also in your starter kit. So 4 of 10 oils are mentioned here. This very popular blend increases circulation and accelerates healing. It is a combination of wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, and peppermint. And so it's great for any sort of, if you're exercising during the holiday season or you've got tense muscles because you've been out shopping and your bottom of your feet are killing you, or you've got something somewhere in your body, put some Panaway on it. Dilute the Panaway. We have a friend who dilutes nothing, so I don't know how she does that. But everybody else, Panaway is kind of a warmer oil, so make sure that you dilute that one. And like Allison said, on the back of every bottle, it tells you what to dilute. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about, I'm just going to quickly mention some of the ones that are not in the starter kit. So you know your 4 that you've got in the starter kit. Bergamot and cypress, orange, and ylang-ylang. Does anybody have any of those at home yet? Some of them, some of you have some of them. So again, in the book, Flipping to Bergamot. This is my new favorite. I feel like I was really late to the bergamot party, but now I'm diffusing it all the time. So bergamot is calming, and under medical properties it says calming, hormonal support. Its uses are for agitation, anxiety, insomnia. Fragrant influence, it relieves anxiety and has mood-lifting qualities. So again, this is a great one to diffuse. I did a Zyto scan, and we're going to have after the class, I don't remember if you mentioned this, we have My Zyto that you can scan, and it will scan your body's electrical impulses. Thank you. And it will tell you what your body needs to get back in balance. So it'll kind of say how out of balance you are, and then it will say what oils and supplements you can use to bring it back into balance. So you can Zyto afterwards, and then Natalie has something that's even better. It's a newer technology, and it's called Nitobi, and it's just a little hand cradle you hold, and it's hooked to her iPhone. And it's way faster. And the Zyto is a little bit slower, so if you're rushed for time afterwards, you may want to go to Natalie first. So anyway, we're going to have that available to you. So I scanned last week, and it said I needed bergamot. And so I said, okay, well, so I just started putting it on my body, just on my belly, wherever, diluted it, and just put it on, and then started diffusing it. Bergamot is pretty great diffused in everything. Okay, the next oil is cypress. Cypress is really great for your respiratory system. It improves circulation and is an antioxidant. It improves respiration, promotes liver health. It's great for your circulatory system. It's grounding and stabilizing. So again, this is great. I don't know if I would necessarily diffuse this. Depends on if you like the smell. I don't love the smell of cypress, but it's a great one, so I will put it on our chest a lot of times, especially when we're under respiratory stress. Okay, the next one is ylang-ylang. Who loves ylang-ylang? What? Only one person? Who has used ylang-ylang? Not that many people. So ylang-ylang is a really yummy one that they grow down in Ecuador at the farm there. Ylang-ylang it means flower of flowers. Its medical properties are that it is great for the cardiovascular system. It regulates heartbeat. It's great for intestinal issues. It balances your hormones and balances energies, combats anger, increases focus of thoughts, filters out negative energy, restores confidence and peace. So ylang-ylang is also one that is in a lot of the different blends, like Joy and some of these others that of course are not coming to me. Oh, and see in this little book, it'll say Sensation has ylang-ylang in it, Clarity, Believe, Acceptance, Forgiveness, Gathering, Harmony, Highest Potential, Inspiration. A lot of those have ylang-ylang in them. Okay, so those are those ones that I'm really going to go into depth about. The rest of them I'm just going to list for you, and you may want to jot them down. I can't remember what they're on there. Looks like they're already on there. Okay, so Aromaseas is one that can be applied topically. that's calming. It has a lot of things like basil, lavender, peppermint, cypress. Believe is a really great one. I actually had to call Allison on the way here and say, hey, can you bring your bottle of Believe, because mine's empty, because it's one of my favorites. So Believe has Idaho balsam fir, coriander, bergamot, which we talked about, frankincense, ylang ylang. So all of those ones we talked about, Idaho blue spruce, and geranium. Endoflex is another great one that is applied topically. That's one that you use topically. It's great for your adrenal system, your adrenal glands, your, what's that word I'm looking for? Endocrine system, thank you. I was like, the word is just going, it's going on one. Okay, so Endoflex is spearmint, sage, geranium, myrtle, German chamomile, and nutmeg. So if you're finding that you really are needing some energy and you're dragging, this is a great one to apply over your thyroid or on over your adrenal glands or even on the bottom of your feet.
And they have it as a vitality oil as well.
And
so
yes,
you can take it in a capsule.
So you can take it in a capsule. And I'm assuming that you all know this, but just in case you don't, vitality oils, exact same as the other oils. It's the exact same oil, different label. They just have them labeled for compliance, FDA stuff, so that you know vitality, anything in the vitality line, you can take internally. Does that make sense? Everybody understands that? It's the same exact oil. I feel like I still get that question at least a couple times a week. Okay, other ones that are great. Harmony. Again, has ylang ylang and orange and frankincense and lemon and all of the good things. Bergamot. Inspiration. Joy. I'm just going to list these. Y'all can really look them up in the book. Release. Sacred Mountain. Sarah, which is actually lovely. Tranquil, which is great for sleep, and White Angelica. So a lot of those are really great at helping combat stress, bringing your body back into alliance with itself, bringing it back into balance, and can be used topically or aromatically in your diffuser. Okay, then I'm going to just real briefly talk about some of the products and supplements. So relaxation oil is this one. How many of you have used any of the massage oils before? Some. Mine's almost gone. This is a great one even to use almost as a moisturizer when you get out of the shower. Just if you've got dry skin, get out of the shower, put some on. It's great in bath salts. As you're mixing up some bath salts, pour some relaxation oil in there with your bath salts and mix it up before you put it in there. So I'm going to look at my big book because in the little book, it does not have all the extra products and supplements. It's really just oils. So if you ever have questions about any of the products, just message one of us, or you can purchase your own book. And if you want to know how to do that, I can tell you how to do that. Just ask me afterwards. So relaxation massage oil promotes tranquility and eases tension to restore vitality. So it's just gently massage onto skin as needed. It has almond oil and coconut oil and already in it, and grapeseed oil and olive oil and wheat germ oil. And then the oils in it are lavender, peppermint, spearmint, tangerine, and ylang ylang. So all of those are very calming. So that's another great way to get those oils onto your body and into your system. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is the supplement Super C. I take this every day. My husband only takes vitamin C when he's sick. I take it every day to stay well. So a high dietary intake of vitamin C can help reduce the effects of chronic stress by inhibiting the release of stress hormones, thus preventing these hormones from dampening the immune system. Previous studies have shown that stress can repair the body's immune response, increasing the risk can impair, not repair. Did I just say repair? Previous studies have shown that stress can impair the body's immune response, increasing the risk of infectious illness. Vitamin C is one of the least expensive supplements out there and safest. And so I use it every day. Earlier studies have shown that vitamin C abolished secretion of cortisol in animals and have been subjected to repeated stress. Cortisol is a hormone released by the adrenal glands in response to stress. High cortisol levels, we're really stressed, and so take some vitamin C. Super cheap, and just take it every day, and that will help your body to be less stressed. Any questions?
Young Living also has a supplement called Cortistop. We talked about cortisol as a stress hormone that can cause increased weight gain, tiredness, whatever. Cortistop helps address the issues of cortisol. So that's another supplement to look at as far as kind of women's health goes. If you find yourself in stressful situations a lot, your body could be producing too much cortisol, which could have other negative effects in your body. So look up the supplement Cortistop as well. I didn't even think of that
that's a good
until just
idea.
now. But you might want to just jot that one down and take a look at that if you want to add it to your ER order. So just add that first cortisol.
Okay, I'm going to talk about environmental toxins and how those weaken your immune system. During the holidays, I think more so than any other time of year, we are inundated with Christmas smelling candles and even probably laundry detergent now you can get that smells like Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever. And
pumpkin spice.
we have, our memories are linked to scent, so we love those smells of Thanksgiving and Christmas as much as we love the sights and the sounds and everything. Scents from candles, air fresheners, carpet deodorizers, reed diffusers, scent sticks, all the way down to dryer sheets and cleaning products. They all just really, we're inundated with all of that at the end of the year. And right and left, without even realizing it, you're loading your body down with artificial fragrances. Fragrances are a secret mixture of chemicals, and companies do not have to list what's in them because it's considered proprietary information to that company. And they're toxic for our bodies. A lot of people who, we've actually encountered several who are really sensitive to fragrances and have to get fragrance-free everything, are not negatively affected by essential oils because fragrances are toxic and chemicals and they're hurting your body, and essential oils are complete opposite and can actually soothe your allergies and things like that instead of irritating you. Let's see, some of the compounds that can cause issues are, I'm going to butcher these, toluene.
Allison will know how they're all.
It's
We'll see. I
it's
know.
a known neurotoxin that causes loss of muscle control, brain damage, headaches, memory loss, speech, hearing, and vision problems. And
Just take the
Phthalates.
pH off.
phthalates have been directly linked to hormone disruption, reduced sperm count, cancer, and the EPA actually has an interesting paper where they've done a study on candles and incense as a source of indoor pollution. So even if you try to make good choices by getting a soy candle or something like that, while you may be reducing the carcinogens that are emitted, you're still getting those fragrances which are still toxic to your body. So what can we do using essential oils and products from Young Living that won't crush our immune systems and will instead build it up is diffuse. And I've got my diffuser going back there. I've been talking about this a lot on the page. It's Northern Lights Black Spruce and Cinnamon Bark, both of which are really good for your immune system. We have a new puppy, which is why I'm like this, because I've not been getting any sleep. And sleep is another thing we're going to talk about that's really important for your immune system. So we've got a bunch of different diffuser blends. I'm going to pass them around. This one is Holiday Spirit, and then we're going to do a giveaway and everyone. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So 6 of y'all get to go home with one of these to dump in your diffuser. So this is Holiday Spirit.
First, you're gonna pass it around.
Yes, it is Thieves, Christmas Spirit, and Orange. And then it says on there what's in it. This is Spiced Tea, which is bergamot, clove, and cinnamon. This is Peppermint Stick, which is peppermint, lemon, cinnamon, and nutmeg. It's hard, let me screw the first one.
What did you say is in your diffuser right now?
Northern Lights Black Spruce and cinnamon. And I do heavy on the spruce and a little light on that cinnamon.
I'm glad you said that on the Facebook page.
Because if you do the cinnamon, then all you smell, if you do it equal, all you smell is different.
Northern Lights Black Spruce. And it's a long name. Isn't that what you said, Northern Lights?
Yes. This is Autumn Air. It's bergamot, lemon, and wintergreen.
They'll all have trouble. It looks like everyone has trouble opening them.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I just made these.
But we don't have the finger strength of it.
It's hard to get the leverage. Like, because they're so
Autumn Air.
I'm gonna spill it all over.
Alright, good.
Yeah, you have to go slow.
Well, we have to make. So whoever wins these, if we can't get it open, I will make you another one in the frame that will be easy to open.
Here you go. This is coming.
We're gonna pass this way. So this is Trick or Treat, which is Stress Away and Cinnamon. I think it's easy.
This is all air, man.
You're like, here you
Yeah,
go.
this one,
Go
ooh, this smells good. Peppermint stick one.
And then this is Changing Leaves, and it's Idaho Blue Spruce, Wintergreen, and Eucalyptus. Okay, so do we want to go ahead and skip these away?
I'll put my hands on it.
Let's finish passing.
I ran out of drams. I intended to put these in drams, and I did not.
As you're done, I will take your, take your one. You're very strong. We gotta pass that one around.
This one
That's the first one.
is
This
Trick or
one's
Treat.
Sarah's been trying to open.
Just way and cinnamon. It's very sweet.
Which one's that one?
The holiday spirit.
Yes.
It's not close all
That's
the
all
way.
right.
We just have to trust it. We just trust it. Trust that they're.
I have some dreams. Yes, we can put these in
Okay,
dreams.
so other ways that we can make the holidays fresh without chemicals are a lot of the products that John Lemming sells. You can make a carpet deodorizer yourself, which is baking soda and thieves. Mix it up, sprinkle it on, let it sit for a little bit, and then just vacuum it right up. Dryer balls, I got these in my ER order last month, but you can get dryer balls on Amazon, and I mean, Target probably has them now. Thieves cough drops, which are amazing. Both kinds are amazing. They have just throat lozenges, which I'm sure are probably gonna go away.
For what?
Are probably gonna go away.
I don't think so.
No, I think they're doing both.
I love them. Thieves hand sanitizer, which is great. And then the Thieves household cleaner, which is one of my favorite products. This was the first product I bought that was not good. That was not like an actual oil. And then Thieves hand soap, which I don't have. I don't know that. So those are just some ideas on how to kick some of the toxic stuff out of your house.
Yeah, I know one of my
Yes, let's
most,
give them let's do the giveaway, and then I'm gonna work on getting these into.
Yes.
better.
We're gonna transfer them into drams. I brought drams with me.
okay, so tell me the name and I'll say who won it.
Okay, this is spice tea.
Okay, spice tea goes to Diane.
Okay.
You're gonna stick that with the drams.
That was good.
Perfect. I'm gonna put it in a better container.
What's the next one?
Changing leaves.
Kristen Dodge, Changing Leaves.
Okay, so put that with that.
Okay, what's
This one's Autumn Air.
Allie Rich.
Okay. There's two more. This is Peppermint Stick.
Captain Brown.
Okay. Give me this.
Which more?
This one.
Yes.
Trick or treat.
Oops. Trick or treat is Lisa Marsh.
And then the last one is Holiday Spirit.
April Neeks.
Yay.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
We will get those transferred into something.
work on that?
That'll be easier for you to take them.
Okay. I get to have the fun part. Bacteria, molds, and viruses that weaken the immune system. This is very important as we try to stay well throughout the holidays and the winter months. So again, we want you to be using to the fullest extent your premium starter kit. As we say at our 101 classes all the time, if all you did was use to the fullest extent those 11 oils that come in your starter kit, you'd be in really, really good shape. And I love that Yen Living sets you up kind of for success with that. You've got those 11 oils, you're very well equipped to fortify your body systems with those oils. So, just as a review for the premium starter kit, and Sarah hit on some of these, but I'm going to just briefly talk about them. Copaiba, that's one in our premium starter kit that I think doesn't get a lot of credit because it makes people nervous because they don't know what it is. But it is our wonderful oily resin that comes from South America. So it's kind of as frankincense is to the Middle East, Copaiba is to the Amazon. So it's just another resiny kind of tree that God has given that part of the world that you can extract. And it's that resin, just like frankincense. And then that is used in many, many healing functions for your body. Both internally, Copaiba comes in a vitality, and externally. It's great to rub on your body, used to protect against inflammation. And you can take it with honey for a sore throat, and you can also gargle it to support your respiratory tract. So do your research on Copaiba. Don't just leave it in that cute little caramel colored bottle. It is wonderful oil for lots of different things. So get that one out of your out of your kit and start using that one. Frankincense, Sarah mentioned this a lot already, but it supports overall wellness. It has been valued for health support since ancient times and all those ancient Egyptian manuscripts and all throughout the Bible. And frankincense is a great oil to promote wellness. And again, we're not going to go into, I feel like I could teach a whole class on frankincense just because of all the things it does. So crack open those reference manuals and take a look. Lemon, that's our detox. We love to have our lemon in our water, and it is an immune stimulant. It is a part of the Thieves blend. It's in a part of many blends. So if all you did this winter was drink your lemon in your water from your glass or from your stainless steel cup, that would get your body off to a really good start as it detoxes, gets those toxins out from the holiday junk food, from all the stresses and things you're exposed to. If you just drink a lot of lemon, that would be really good. And again, it stimulates the immune system as well. So that's kind of, we sometimes discount lemon because it's not exotic or fun, but it's lemon, it's great. Peppermint, another one for digestive support, purifying, immune and respiratory support, and it combats tension. So peppermint's one you want to keep on hand, and it's got that holiday smell. It smells like, you smell like a candy cane all the time. Digize, we've got that one, and that's our blend that, who thinks Digize is stinky? Me, it's so gross. Some people go, oh, I don't like it. I'm like, no. But when I need it on my tummy, you can take it in a capsule. That's a great balancing oil blend for your digestive system if you struggle with that. Purification, has so many cleansing and purifying properties. Use it in your cleaning, apply that one topically, because the purity of that oil goes beyond the household and cleaning. It goes to clean your systems out. So, look it up. That's a great one to use to support your health. Y'all, there's so many things I want to say that I can't say for compliance sake, but purification is a 1-2 punch for lots of things. And then RC, we are RC hoarders at our house. I know Allison Swift is an RC hoarder. We keep those bottles, those little red bottles. Now it comes in 15 milliliters, and there's no limit. So used to, we had the quota of one tiny RC bottle a month, and you better believe I order that every single month. Because my sweet girls, the minute they come home from school, if they've got a little bit of a cough or a little bit of a sniffle, we put that RC on in their bedrooms overnight, and that really, really helps them. Because, the whole, chicken and the egg thing where it's like you have a cough, but you need to sleep, but you can't sleep because you have a cough, and you can't get better from the cough. So, RC really helps boost our respiratory systems to combat that. And then Thieves, of course Thieves for Christmas and holidays and wellness. Just keep the Thieves in your purse, keep the roller in your purse. And I always put a roller ball, just one of these little guys in my purse. I tell this story a lot at my one-on-one classes, but last winter I was at HEB and I heard this little kid on the other aisle go, "My mommy says I have hand, foot, and mouth disease." And I'm just like pulling out my purse and rubbing the thing all over me, all over my kids. It goes on their spine before school. And so Thieves is one, just keep it in your purse, keep it in your pocket, put it on whenever you think of it, because it's probably still not enough for all the things we come in contact with. But we diffuse it. So those are just, I guess those are like 10 oils from your starter kit, maybe 8 oils. Those are really, really good to strengthen your body against these things. Ningxia Red, you've got your Ningxia Red packets that came in your starter kit, but you can also buy it in bottles. I took advantage of the discount they just had, and I ordered a bunch of bottles for winter. So we drink that, everyone in our family, 1 to 2 ounces a day. Today I put mine in lime LaCroix and drink it with ice, and it's really refreshing. And you see my stainless steel straw and my glass cup, if I added some lemon to that. So that's really good to do. If you don't know about Ningxia Red, it's sweet, tangy, infused with all those citrus oils. It has the fruit extracts, it has the Ningxia wolf berries from China. It helps as an antioxidant, supports eye health, energy support, lots of different essential oils in it, and just all the good things. And my favorite thing about Ningxia Red is it is like taking a multivitamin, but everything in it comes from something living, if that makes sense. It comes from berries, it comes from fruits, it comes from oils, it comes from plants. It's not just a multivitamin that might be synthetically created with the properties of vitamins, or so Ningxia Red is great.
And I brought a whole bottle of unopened Ningxia Red. It's in the refrigerator, so stay, and if you haven't tried it cold, stay and get a little bit of a sample and drink it.
Yeah.
So you can taste it.
So it supports normal cellular function, contains powerful ingredients for antioxidant processes, whole body health, fortify, revitalize, healthy daily supplement. So we're drinking our Ninja Red at this time of year too. Our kids are drinking Ninja Red because it just, again, adds that extra element of wellness. And as y'all know from being a part of this community with oils, we really like to promote wellness over treating sickness. And our oils can definitely help us when we do get under the weather, but the more it's the whole thing, it's easier to stay well than get well. So these are all tools that we try to use to stay well. So I'm going to go into just a few oils kind of beyond the kit, so to speak, that you have all your kit oils. Hopefully you're very comfortable using those, and I jogged your memory about some of the roles that those oils can play in your wellness. But we also have some oils beyond the kit. Sometimes it's really intimidating to look at the Young Living website or the product guide and go, oh my goodness, there's 200 oils in this book. I don't even know where to start. But I know I want to do a little bit more than maybe what I have in the starter kit. So the first thing I like to recommend is eucalyptus. All 3 of Young Living's eucalyptus are in RC. That's why RC is partly such a good bang for your buck to just get RC, because you get all the eucalyptus in there. But they're a little bit different. So there's eucalyptus radiata, eucalyptus globulus, and eucalyptus blue. And some people go, what are all the differences? Well, there's a few differences listed in your book, but I also even like to describe the aroma of them and what I feel like it does with my respiratory system. So radiata is the one that's throughout gentle babies. It's kind of the gentlest eucalyptus. So it's very effective, but it's just a gentler smell. It's not as strong as like you're accustomed to a Vicks or a Hall's cough drop. It's not that strong as a menthol. Eucalyptus globulus is my favorite. It's the most like Vicks. It's the most refreshing. It's just, that's kind of my go-to of the 3. Eucalyptus blue almost doesn't smell like eucalyptus. It's kind of, April's shaking her head. It's kind of spicy and it's a little bit stinky. And I know it has its purpose, but it's just not my favorite. I have all 3, I've smelled all 3, but globulus is kind of my go-to. But look at those eucalyptus. Those can help, you know, if you want to rotate off of RC and want to do like, I love eucalyptus globulus and lavender in the diffuser together. It's very refreshing, kind of smells like a spa. It's really herbally. Is that what the word, herbally? It's herbal. It's not herbally. Okay, another oil blend that I'm learning a lot about right now, both for this class and just is really, really fascinating, is the blend Exodus 2. This is a blend of olive oil, myrrh, cassia, cinnamon bark, calamus, hyssop, galbanum, spikenard, and frankincense. Okay, so that, you're going, I don't even, some of those sound like Bible words, and, okay, I don't know. So let me just tell you a little bit about Exodus 2. It is one that people like to rotate out with thieves, Exodus 2 and Immupower, if they're really fighting stuff over these cold months. So Exodus 2 is really neat because the first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oils, olive oil, myrrh, cassia, cinnamon bark, and calamus, are actually from a recipe given to Aaron in the book of Exodus in the Bible, chapter 30, verse 22 through 28, as a recipe that God told Aaron to make this blend to help keep the Israelites healthy. And so that's really cool to me that it's comes straight from scripture. And then they also added hyssop, which opens up the respiratory system and helps discharge toxins and mucus. Galbanum, spikenard. Spikenard was the oil that Mary washed Jesus' feet with her hair. That's spikenard. And frankincense. So it's got a lot of Bible oils that have been valued for a really long time. And it's just really great when something's coming on. You just stick that stuff on the bottom of your feet. It's just a good one to have in your arsenal for the winter months. And I just, again, think the history of the recipe of the oil is really, really neat. So there's a lot of people that are big fans of Exodus 2. So that's where that one comes from. Another blend I just mentioned was Immupower. So sometimes we go, okay, what's the difference between Exodus 2 and Immupower and Thieves? Thieves is our great everyday immunity oil, but if you really need to beef things up, Immupower or Exodus 2 is a great next oil to purchase, just to have on hand when you're really wanting to fight some crud and boost your immune system. So Immupower has a couple similar oils as Exodus 2, but it also has some different ones. Immupower has hyssop, mountain savory, cistus, which is also the rose of Sharon oil, Ravensara, which is referred to as the oil that heals, and Madagascar, and frankincense, oregano, clove, cumin, Idaho tansy. So again, this strengthens immunity and DNA repair in cells. And so again, it's just a powerhouse blend. You can even look up some of those singles and see a little bit of the trial and error as you journey through oils and what works for your body. I think a lot of times we like to get a prescription of, okay, when I get this, what do I do? How many times a day? And even like medicine prescriptions are going to vary based on person, based on medical history, based on gender and weight and age. And so the way we use our oils, we have to be a little bit experimental as well as we figure out what works for us. Another blend that works really well is Melrose. It's rosemary, melaleuca, clove, and neoli. I'm going to say that wrong. It helps regenerate damaged tissue. It's a higher powered version of purification. It's good for skin support, air purifying issues, respiratory support. You can diffuse it or use it topically. So, and again, we have these to smell, because I think sometimes too you can smell and go, ooh, I smell those oils in there. You can feel how your body reacts to that and see if you like that. Mountain Savory revitalizes and stimulates the nervous system. It is high intensity support for the immune system, and it boosts the digestive system as well. So if I found out that one of my daughters had the flu, I would want to use Mountain Savory. Just going to say that. Myrtle boosts thyroid function, respiratory soothing, winter respiratory and sinus support. You can apply that on your chest and sinuses and diffuse that as well. That's another one that's just going to open up those airways. And again, it might open up your airways a little different than eucalyptus. It's just, again, some trial and error. Oregano, I often add oregano to my immunity capsules. If I take thieves internally, I'll add some oregano to it. I like to add oregano to capsules because I don't like to smell like a pizza shop. So oregano smells like a pizza shop. If you like that, then you just take a bath in it if you want, or diffuse it until the cows come home. But I do not like oregano necessarily, except on my pizza and pasta. So if I'm taking oregano, which is again really, really good for immunity, I'm gonna take it in a capsule probably. Raven, some people like Raven. It's this one I described Melrose as a high-powered version of purification. Raven is kind of our high-powered RC. It's lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, eucalyptus radiata. Even though I said radiata is the gentler one, it's a part of Raven and really interacts well with those other oils. RC is a little bit more supportive for seasonal issues like allergies, and Raven is a little bit better for winter months when you might be encountered with germs. It's also excellent for those who have weakened respiratory systems to begin with. If you struggle with something like asthma or breathing problems, Raven can be helpful for that. It's the most powerful diffused, and you can also do like boiling water in a glass bowl and do like a little tent where you put it in the water and just put the towel over and just inhale. That can be a very effective way to use Raven. Rosemary, I only have 2 more, y'all. I'm getting through them. Rosemary is good for respiratory support. Don't use rosemary if you have a seizure disorder. You need to just look into that, but it's good to diffuse. It's really great. Rosemary and lemon pair well together. Thyme is also high-powered for immune support for throat and digestion. Apply on your spine and bottom of your feet. Also take that in a capsule. Again, it's one of those Italian herby oils. And we can also diffuse thyme with lemon. That makes the thyme smell a little less strong, is to pair it with a citrus oil. So those are some oils kind of just to get started. Again, my goal is to give y'all a list that was comprehensive but short, where you could kind of go, okay, I want to maybe try one of these on my ER order next time to see if some of these would be beneficial to have in our cabinet for the cold months. Okay, only a couple more things. With supplements that will help us for our immune system, one is Inner Defense. It comes in a capsule like this. And you can take Inner Defense as another way to boost your immune system. It's their liquid soft gels. They reinforce systemic defenses, promote healthy respiratory function, and are rich in immune supporting ingredients. So in a capsule of Inner Defense, we have a lot of these powerhouse oils. Coconut oil as a carrier, clove, lemon, eucalyptus, rosemary, cinnamon, oregano, thyme, and lemongrass. So you might look at this list of oils and go, well, I don't really want to get all those oils, but I do want to get Inner Defense because it has them all in there. You can also look at them and see what makes sense economically. Our goal here is not for you to feel like, oh my gosh, I have to buy all these oils. That is not the goal. The goal is for you to look at them too strategically and see, well, I might not buy thyme on its own, but I might buy Inner Defense and then drink my lemon in my water. You know, figure out a system that works for you. Longevity, we don't have that with us today, but Longevity soft gels, they're proprietary fat-soluble blend of antioxidants. They promote the body's ability to handle damage caused by aging, diet, and the environment while supporting healthy organ function. Longevity is sometimes recommended for older people, but you can benefit from it as well if you're younger. It has coconut oil, thyme, orange, clove, and frankincense. So that's in Longevity. And then two of our just go-to things to have around the house are the Thieves Hard Lozenges and the Thieves Cough Drops. So they're a little bit different. The cough drops actually have the drug fats and they are like a cough drop. The throat lozenges are a little more soothing, a little more these have a little more like peppermint and that menthol taste, almost like a Halls. And the other ones are just a little more spicy, cinnamony, and just are good for soothing. So they're just a little bit different. Who has tried both? You like both of them? What's your favorite?
I prefer the cough.
The cough drops?
I've only tried the lozenges and I wasn't totally crazy about them.
You weren't crazy about the
So
lozenges?
she just added the others, the cough drops to her
To my
ER.
I wasn't just testing.
Oh, fire.
She's adding things.
Yeah, so the
Oh my God.
when we were in Utah at convention, I think I got some little bug on the plane. Plus, I was pretty pregnant, so I was just kind of weak all around. But at convention, I started getting a little scratchy throat, and so they had the big bowl of all the samples in the expo, and so I just like kept going over and getting these cough drops like the 4 days we were there, and so I was like, okay, these are legit. They really helped. When I was a little bit weaker there. So back to the hard lozenges, which are in this more traditional Thieves red bag. They use the pure essential oils and natural ingredients instead of sugar or artificial flavoring for a great refreshing taste. They do have some peppermint in them, but you get all of the benefits of like a cough drop without any junk in it. And they're all pure natural ingredients. And then the cough drops, again, it's got the menthol, it's got good for relieving coughs, soothing sore throats, and cooling nasal passages. It's minty, spicy, and sweet without processed sugar, dyes, artificial flavors, or preservatives. They're made with all naturally derived ingredients, including the oils and the menthol from the peppermint. So that is for that. So I'm going to do a drawing. I made a roller of the MU Power, just diluted with a little bit of olive oil. So there's, you might have a Thieves roller, but now you can have an MU Power. And then I did a little sample of some of the Thieves cough drops. So let's see. I think almost everyone's gonna like some. Lindsay Bargy, would you like cough drops or MU Power? All right, here you go. And then Allie, we had cough drops. You can take them home today. Until you get your ER order. Yay! All right. Okay, so we kind of went through some of that stuff fast, but we did want you to have time to scan, to come smell and play and see all of these. And we want you to be able to look at our big reference book and kind of ask us some questions individually if you want. But we're kind of done with the basic actual teaching portion of the class. But you're welcome to, we'll move these out too where they're a little more accessible. But feel free to smell these and see if there's something you might want to try this season. Or go get yourself scanned. We wanted to have plenty of time to be able to scan as well. So,
And if anybody wants an extra ad, pen grabs an extra ad.
any questions though before we kind of close? Do you have any questions? No questions? Big questions? We can do it individually. I wanted to do a brief, make it brief, but tall.
I'm gonna smell a bunch of it.
Sure.